as it was of his beloved Juliet. But while Romeo is enamored with this quality, we today can see this quality for the harm that it causes and cast the harsh rays of enlightenment onto these websites, undimmed by infatuation or ignorance. When I asked the previous speaker in my interjection, is the public nature of these websites not the most important thing? It was met with a response that everything can be public if we want. This ignores the very specific public nature of social networking sites. They encourage shallow relationships with little to no real communication. We on Side Proposition do not have to defend everything. We merely have to show that these social networking sites provide the incentive for the failure of communication. The badge on one's Facebook page showing the number of friends, like the counter of Twitter followers or the counter of connections on LinkedIn, encourages users to rack up friends like points in pursuit of some meaningless prize with a sense of achievement, of accomplishment, with every new accepted request. My colleague Matthew, after a remarkably flattering article in a newspaper this morning, has received, when we left, 10 new notifications with people he has never met, heard of, and will never meet. And this demonstrates the point. As the number of friends increases, the depth of each friendship must decrease, and the nature of each new friendship must become ever more superficial. There is an ever-decreasing reservoir of time, and with every new friend, the well runs ever more dry. This number-focused approach applies just as much to status updates, to tweets, to comments, to likes, encouraging torrents of information, regardless of expertise, relevance, or humor. And this further harms communication by making it about numbers and quantity rather than quality. This is what differentiates social networking from more traditional means of communication. While I'm flattered that members speaking today wish to keep communication with me, you can happily have my phone number. But I will not contribute to the little counter of people that you have met once on a Facebook networking exploration and have seen that you like the look of, because that only dilutes the amount of time you can spend on your real friends, and I care about them, even if you don't. When pictures of cats and vacuous commentary on celebrity gossip are bombarded with us at every opportunity on the social network voyage, communication cannot help but to wither and fail. And it is the unique perverse incentives of these social networking sites that contributes to it. But this is also true of networking for the pursuit of gains in your career, for networking for the mere sense of showing you're a socialite. And this is the failure of communication that is important. Finally, let's talk a bit about traditional institutions. The family is undermined when you can have 1,200 friends at the touch of a button. Why would you want to spend interacting with people that you see every day? You only have a set amount of time, and you want to spend it with the most amount of people, right? Wrong. Communication has come a long way from ink scratches on papyrus scrolls or blood spatters on cave walls. But even modern communication requires the kind of values that only family and traditional institutions can teach, to elevate communication above the banal and superficial. And social networking sounds the death knell for the ability of families and culture to be cultivated. If you feel that communication is more than just a stream of words, with the occasion LOL for good measure, if you feel that family values are crucial for real communication, and if you understand that social network provides friends in name but not substance, you must propose. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. It's customary we should allow the first questioner to be Oxford.
Okay, Richard, so a couple of things. First of all, you said that our symbol evokes a lot of feelings of anger and jealousy and regret that you didn't apply to us rather than Cambridge. Surely the fact that that symbol, which is just like a drawing, can provoke those emotions shows that little tidbits of information on Twitter can draw you into a wider conversation about the issues that are there and ensure that's a success of communication. And secondly, you said that every new friendship dilutes the level of friendship that you can give to it. That's an oddly scientific approach to friendship. I don't have an absolute level of friendship to give out. It can fluctuate. But surely bringing all different people from disparate friend groups all together in one place means that you can address them all and you can allocate more time to them just through sheer easiness. So do you not agree with that?
Firstly, I would say that any feelings I have of jealousy are outweighed by the feelings of pity that I really do express. Because while Oxford University may be the oldest English-speaking university in the world, it took them 8 years longer for them to develop their debating society than Cambridge did. And we have twice as many Nobel Prize winners. More importantly, even if it's true that a symbol can evoke some kind of response and be communication, a torrent of symbols that have no meaning apart from here's a cat with a little caption does not allow me to access the real information that I wish to seek. On your second point about the number of ways that I can interact with friends, the social networking sites, as I said in the interjection before, are not the only way you can do this. Even if it's true that ease is helped by social networking, this is also true of the phone, of the text message, and of the email. And we think that it's the public nature of the social networking site that's problematic. Even if that's not true, I still only have a set amount of time. And any time that I devote cultivating a banal friendship with someone who just happens to like the same kind of lolcats that I do is better spent on cultivating the friendship that I have with my siblings, with my cousins, and dare I say it, even with my parents. Because that's the kind of friendship that will provide support and stability, and that's what we stand for on Side Proposition.
Thank you, Richard.